This is a video I never thought I would have to record. It was such a shock to me when I heard that our dear friend Speedshock has passed away. It's still such a shock to me because, well, I worked with him for quite a while. And I talked with him and I had a podcast with Anthony Ray, Speedshock, and Tarastanin. And Speedshock actually helped a lot with that podcast, the editing and whatnot. And now he's gone. It's so I'm bewildered. It's also because he's my age, so it's a humbling. It's a, how do you say that? A reality check of this could happen to any of us, even you at home. So the least thing we could do, because there's a couple of other people that chimed in on saying some nice words about Speedshock, is make a video, a memorial video. And we're also starting a GoFundMe for the family, the girlfriend, the friends of Speedshock. I know Speedshock as a very nice guy. And even thinking about it makes me like smile a little bit, because he was a super nice guy. When I worked together with him, if there was ever a day that he missed something, he would always send me a message like, "Hey, Esh, I missed a day, this, that. I'll make sure that it will be fixed tomorrow," and whatnot. And sometimes we talk, and he'd talk about how much he loved beatboxing. Speedshock was a guy that loved beatboxing. And he was talking about how he wanted to make his own channel, and he did. That's the channel you're watching this video on right now. He did have his own channel where he reacted to all of his favorite beatboxing. And he used to edit for Chezame, back in the day, Chezame and Sin. He did work together with Madox. He did work together with me, AR, Klown, and who knows more. Because his editing skills are top of the shelf. It's insane. I believe he even edited a couple videos for Black Pegasus, the reactor. So he was loved very much for his character, for his work, and for how sweet and nice he was. I think that we could all take a moment to learn from this and to take a little bit extra care for ourselves and our friends and family and loved ones. Because like I said at the beginning, this is something that can happen to all of us. We're not immortal. This has definitely also been a mortality check for me. But I just want to say that my condolences go to the family, friends, loved ones from Speedshock. It's never easy losing somebody. I've lost people that are my age before, and it's sad, it's weird, but it's reality. So the least thing we could do, we beatboxers, we people that work together with Speedshock and really got to know him over the time, wanted to make this video to say a couple nice things. And maybe this will bring a little bit of solace, I think is the right word, to know that even outside of his country, he was loved. He had a great network. Not because I know that he's from Ukraine. He had a great network of people that really loved working together with him. And to even say that Speedshock is gone is so weird to me. So weird. But yeah, I'm trying to, there's never the right words. The right words in this situation don't exist. I'm just trying to translate my feelings about this situation to you guys. And there's a couple of other people that are going to do the same. I like to believe, I'm not religious myself, but I like to believe, because, I like to believe that he's in a better place now. I like to believe that the other guy that I've lost, his name is Weston, let the name be known, because of a disease a couple years ago. He was 26 years old. I like to believe that Weston is making sure that Speedshock is getting a warm welcome wherever he is. I'm just gonna say this. Let's come together. Let's remember Speedshock for the good things he brought to this world. I'm gonna include a bunch of videos, a bunch of clips, a bunch of photos from Speedshock. Just from his regular life, because he was not only a beatbox enthusiast and an editor, he was also his own person. He had a loving girlfriend, loving family. He wanted to do so much. Outside of that, he was also in a country that is a war. So that's also not easy. I just want to say this to Speedshock, wherever you are, my friend, wherever you are chilling right now. Thank you so much for all your work. And thank you for being you. Thank you for being that kind-hearted, funny guy I have so much fun with in the time that I work with him.
Hello, Chezame here, and I also wanted to say some words for Speedshock because, yeah, last Saturday, unfortunately, he died. And it was such a great shock for me to, first time I heard about his illness. He was writing me that he had just some stomach ache, and then he went to the doctor and got the bad news. And then still, we had some hope that maybe he will be healthy again, because he's such a young guy. He was so healthy. He was like doing sport, everything. And when I finally got the message, it shocked me so hard. It was so sad. And also my condolences to everyone of his family's friends who work with him. He was such a nice, upstanding guy. He was always optimistic and positive. And I worked super close with him. He was basically like my full-time editor. Every video on my social media for the last few years, everything was edited by him. And yeah, we were working so close. For me, when he left us, it felt for me like I lost a family member or something, because he was actually the person I wrote the most every day. The person in the world I wrote the most and had the most contact with, because every day we were writing, we had ideas, we were working on this. So basically every single day we had like messages on WhatsApp and we talked about ideas. And he was such a creative guy. He had such good ideas for videos. A lot of my success, I really also would say, was his work. He helped me so much and I was so happy to work with him. I could always trust him. He had access to all my social media channels, everything. He was helping me. It's like he was really like a partner for me. And yeah, it's so sad that he left. Like a person I interacted so much, I trusted him on such a deep level. I really had like a deep friendship with him. And it's so sad, like we could actually never meet each other because of the whole war situation, and it was in Ukraine. And we always dreamed about like one day we will meet each other and have a good time and maybe work together in person and create stuff. And he had such a bright future ahead of him as a editor, but also as a beatboxer and as a content creator himself. I'm so sad that he left us. And yeah, my condolences to everyone. I just wanted to say the world lost one of the best and most optimistic human beings. And yeah, I will forever be sad that he left us. Greetings to everyone of his family, my condolences to all the friends, and yeah, I'm just sad.
This is a message to my great friend Serhii. He started working for me in 2021. Back then I was running a YouTube channel and he was applying as an editor, and I directly clicked. We had a nice call, and ever since he was editing videos for me. And the more contact we had, the more it turns into a friendship. And yeah, I always wanted to invite him to Germany, but he couldn't come because of the war, and we were always jiggling and dreaming about it, him coming to Berlin, and we can spend a great time. But anyways, he was such a warm-hearted person and never complained about anything, no matter what situation was going on in Ukraine. It always felt like he's in a good state of mind, and I really appreciated it. And every time I was asking him, like, do you need any support? He was like, I'm fine, I'm good. War was so tough, you know, but he kept his head up, and he worked a lot, not only for me, but also a friend of mine, Chezame, with him even more at the end. And he was in great shape. He was taking care of himself so much. He had a beautiful girlfriend, and yeah, passed away way too early. So Serhii, if I meet you ever again somewhere after my life, I hope that I meet you again soon. And I wish you and your family the very best. And yeah, I hope you can see this video wherever you are right now. Yeah, man, we love you, bro. I love you, bro. It was a great time with you, and yeah, man, thank you for everything. And cheers to all your family and friends. Sending everyone lots of energy and through these tough times. Yeah, thank you, bro.
How do you even start a video like this? How do you even, you know? When was it? 2 days ago, Eshplume told me about the news, right? About Speedshock passing, and I couldn't believe it, bro. I was looking at it, I was like, what? There's no way. I was like, get out of here. There's no way. But it was true. I don't know, like, disbelief. That was my first impression. Like, that was what I thought. Like, there's no way. There's no damn way this happened. He's still in his 20s. He has so much to do, you know. And then it was true. It is true. And I was like, what? Damn. Couldn't believe it. That sticks with you for a while, you know, just that it happening, coming to the realization that, yo, this is reality. He's gone, which is wild. And it's a reminder, man. Like, this is, Esh told me, it's a like a mortality reminder. Like, it reminds you, like, yo, the time you have on this planet is limited, and life is not fair, because he did not. Nobody deserves to go that early, bro. Like, what the fuck? But I still think about it, man. A few days later, I'm still thinking about it. Every day I'm thinking about it. I'm driving the car, I'm thinking about it. Like, bro, the homie, he passed. In 2023 was when I was really getting back into the beatboxing thing. You know, because I used to, you know, be involved somewhat. And as a kid, I loved doing it. And then around 2023 was when I started getting back into it with the reactions and stuff. It's like, things like King Inertia stuff and some GBB performances, things like that. It pulled me back in, you know, and figuring out who the new cats were. And there's this guy on Instagram. He hit me up. He's like, yo, man, I like your beatbox stuff. I like your beatbox videos. If you want, man, I can edit your videos. I can help you out, this and that. And I'm like, cool, who is this? You know what I mean? And then I started talking to him. It was Speedshock. This was in 2023. Started talking to Speedshock. He had some involvement with BBU. He had some involvement with you know, editing those videos. Like, he was very skilled editing wise, really good. So he took over for like beatbox videos for my channel. Then I'm not sure how it happened, but I think he played a very big role in the beatbox channel that I have. I always went to him to ask, hey man, what do you think about this idea, beatbox related? And he would say, yeah, that's a good idea. So he became my right hand man when it comes to the beatbox channel. He would make shorts. He would he would make a lot of shorts, bro. He made the Instagram account for the beatbox channel and then ran that solo. I was like, dog, this dude is killing it. He had work ethic and he was great at editing, and he was dope at beatboxing too. You know, because look, I want to remember him as a person he was, and he was a good person. He was a good man, good young man. That's what he was. He was a good dude. He was a good dude, and there was nothing bad about him. He was a really good, solid, a good person. That's what he was to me. He's a good friend too. There's not a lot of people I consider friends. I consider him a friend. Like, we would laugh, bruh. So I want to remember the good times, man. So I'm gonna hit y'all with some stories from the homie Speedshock, man. He taught me, well, he helped so that I developed the lip roll. And I don't mean because I figured that out on my own how to do that, but I couldn't do the heavy bass one, the one where you know, suck in a lot more air. It's considered a more advanced technique, right? And I was always struggling with that. I couldn't do it. But then he would send me videos of himself, like, oh, this is how you got to do it. This is how you have to do it. Always like that. You know, the accent. I was like, yeah. We were joking around, bro. And then he taught me that. And with his help, I figured out how to do it. Like, I figured that out with his help. Like, oh, you really have to pressurize it, suck in a lot of air. And then the more you open your throat, you can change the sounds and stuff. All that stuff. And then we would sometimes send beatbox clips back and forth, battle each other for fun. Bro, he was one of the, it's him and Eshplume that arranged the podcast that us four did with Tarastan. And so Speedshock, Esh, Taras, and me. That's partially arranged because of Speedshock. Like, he did that. He put that link with Esh, right? Because Esh is cool with Taras. Another thing, another funny story. We would do this sometimes. We would check in, like, I'd call him, we'd FaceTime, and we were just talking about work and stuff, talk about the beatbox thing, this and that, the new GBB and all that. And he would tell me sometimes, I'd be like, yo, how you doing? And he's like, just tired. He's from Ukraine, so there was the war situation going on there, which is very depressing. And at certain points, he told me he was feeling depressed. Like, I was like, bro, I get it. It's fucked up, man. Like, it's effed up. But I was telling him, like, yo, make your bread, make your money doing these things, and then maybe you could get out of there in the future. You know, go traveling, go to a safer place, this and that. And we were talking about that and the whole situation. And then I saw this was this one time, I remember it. He was really sad. Like, he was depressed. And I was like, hey, man, you know what helps? He's like, what? Let's do some push-ups. And then he's like, what? What do you mean push-ups? I said, when's the last time you worked out? He said, like 2 weeks ago. I said, what? I was calling them names for fun. Like, you know how bros, you know, I was like, man, you a bitch. You a pussy. And he was like, oh, come on, man. And I was like, look, we're doing push-ups right now. So we ended up doing like 200 push-ups. Just two dudes FaceTiming each other, talking about beatbox, all of a sudden doing 200 push-ups. I remember that, man. I remember those, you know, fun interactions. And because he was like the homie to me, man. That's fucking crazy, man. It's wild. We were working together, you know, just working together and talking and just laughing, just being boys. And then I get the news he's gone. I'm like, what? But yeah, yo, maybe those stories that I just said, maybe they, I don't know, put a smile on your face, or you know, people listening, because we should remember him. We should remember the good things. And it's a grieving process is what it is. It's a grieving process. We have to go through this and accept the fact that he's gone. As painful as it is, as unfair as it is, this is life. Unfortunately, this is life. It is unfair, and it can happen to you, to me, to anybody, our children, our family members. And we have to hold on to this thing we have called life, because it's temporary. And I want to remember him as the homie who did push-ups when he was feeling depressed. and who had the craziest lip rolls, who taught me how to do a lip roll. I want to remember him as that. Speedshock. You feel me? The man with the luscious hair and the fucking Brad Pitt looks. I always laughed at him. I was like, bro, you look like you're Brad Pitt or something, bro. Like, what are we doing here? Stop that shit, man. You stealing all the ladies in my comment section. Those were the jokes we made, you know? But yeah, man, I suck at doing these videos. I suck at these videos. Like, it's weird, man. It's weird to me that he's gone. Like, I don't believe it that he's gone, but he is. So yeah, my prayers go to the family. Maybe these little stories here and these little, you know, the stories of me remembering him in a funny way, maybe this helped ease the pain a bit. Maybe it made y'all laugh, hopefully. But I think we should not only, you know, be stuck in the sadness, I think we should also laugh about the fun that we had with him while he was here. I think that's how he would want it to be remembered. So prayers to family, to his girlfriend. Yeah.
Okay. This is not going to be an easy one to make. Because Speedshock, who I've worked with for over like a year, maybe 1.5 years even, has passed away due to stomach cancer. I found this out 16 days ago about the cancer, and yesterday I found out he died from it. And this shocked me insanely on how fast this all went. And it's just to realize that this could be you, this could be me at any moment. So, if anything, live your best life as much as you can. Right? Speedshock did, I think. He had so incredibly much love to give. Just a golden heart. You know, I have told him many times that I just loved working with him, you know. And he said, yeah, I love working with you too. And how you doing, this and that. And he was always there. Always. Every time. I was like, oh, I got this ready. And he said, I'll be working on that as soon as possible. I'm with my girlfriend right now. Bam. And he shows a picture on them just having a great time together. And it's like, all right, man, enjoy life. And he did so much, man. He was a hardworking, super sweet, golden-hearted, understanding, empathic, amazing guy. He loved to be just like involved in took interest in other people. Not just himself. He was very selfless. A selfless guy. That we need more of in this world, you know? And now there's less. He was always there. Always. Even when I said, oh, I'm not really feeling so well. I'm not doing so good mentally. He was there to support, you know. I know things will be difficult. It will be okay. Blah blah blah. We can do it later. Blah blah blah. He was there emotionally and in the business and in everything. I can't imagine a guy who is more there on every aspect, you know. Some videos I was like, oh, I feel like I was a little bit off here, or I'm losing the energy here, and those are all just insecurities from me. And he helped me out of that. Like, no, I think it's great. I think it's fine. I think you and he talked me out of those things. Or Back in the day when I had way too much perfectionism, like, oh, this thumbnail, the title or the text should be 2 pixels to the right. Like, stupid. If I think about it now, it's just stupid, right? And he did it anyway. Just without talkback. I am happy that I had said to him that I really liked working with him and that I think he's a great guy. If you have loved ones who haven't heard that from you and you want that person to know that they are loved, please do. It's better to say those things to someone while they are still alive. It does more for you and for them than keeping it inside. Okay. This guy. On the 8th. No, on the 8th. He sent me a picture of him like standing in the pool. 2 thumbs up. Extremely full of life. Extremely just, bam, he's there. Bah. You couldn't even tell if anything was wrong with him. And just 2 weeks later, he's not here anymore. I was extremely lucky to be working with him. I was lucky to be to experience his kindness and his love and his dedication. And he will never be forgotten. I yeah. Spread love. Rest in peace, Speedshock. He just made the world a better place. He made the world a better place. I remember that he was telling me something about the war going on in Ukraine, because that's where he lives. And that there were like bombardments near him. And that he was getting his cats, and there's pictures of him as well. I hope Eshplume will edit those. The cat thing. And that cat now has one less owner. I can't imagine the pain of his family, of his girlfriend. There's no replacing Speedshock. His surroundings, his environment were not the most perfect. Yet, he was optimistic and he kept on going. The world has lost something great. Someone great. With way more love to give if he had more time. Again, you will never be forgotten. And thank you for everything. Love you, man. I have to say, from my understanding, there is a GoFundMe for his girlfriend and family and cat, where it's possible to donate to to him so they can get a little bit easier time from his unfortunate passing. It would be extremely appreciated if you could help with that. Thank you for listening.
Can't be saved.